Welcome to the Mindful Movement section in the MBSR program. This practice of mindful movement is done with the same quality of awareness and gentle exploration as you did in the body scan. This is an opportunity for you to give yourself full care and attention as you build flexibility of mind and body. Approaching each movement with full awareness of your limits and taking care to not extend beyond what is safe for you. If a particular posture or stretch is not safe for you, you can find a comfortable position and visualize the guidance in the recording in as much detail as possible, even if physically not doing it. By doing these gentle stretching exercises regularly and mindfully, you will notice changes in your ability to attend to your body with more awareness and also enhanced flexibility and strength. However, the best results are achieved by not striving to reach any results at all. So simply following the instructions and investigating with kindness and curiosity how your body is feeling in each moment. Noticing feelings as precisely as possible, whether your mind is reacting or responding to the instructions, and what are the body sensations in the different movements, and also when you relax your body after each movement. During these mindful body movements, you'll be breathing at your own pace and preferably through the nose. You can experiment doing some poses with your eyes open and some with closed, noticing the changing level of effort and concentration when the eyes are closed or open. You will be doing this practice on the floor, so you will need a thick rug or a yoga mat. Now, beginning by lying on your back, and if you like, you can first bend your knees and lift the hips and draw the buttocks towards the feet to lengthen the spine. Now straightening out your legs, lengthening through the legs and allowing the feet to fall naturally out to the sides. Lengthening and softening the neck along the earth and completely releasing the weight of the head. Releasing the shoulders away from the ears and tucking the shoulder blades under as you spread them apart. Allowing the arms to rest by your side, about 6 inches from your body, palms facing up. And now perhaps feeling the weight of gravity as you soften your body, your legs, the lower back, the upper back, shoulders, the jaw, your forehead, and the top of the head. Allowing all the supporting muscles along the spine to surrender completely into the earth. Softening the eyes, the inner mouth, and relaxing the tongue. Now sensing the natural intelligence and interconnectedness of all the body systems as you rest in this corpse pose. Bringing awareness to your breath, the inhale and exhale. Feeling each in-breath and the rise of the abdomen, and each out-breath and the receding abdomen. Following the ebb and flow of the breath, and perhaps its connection with the larger ebb and flow of life's universal rhythm. With the next inhale, slowly raising your arms over the head and lengthening the body, taking your arms back as far as you can safely do so, opening and extending the body, breathing all the way from the tip of your hands to all the way down to your feet. Taking a few cycles of breath here. Feeling the stretch. And then slowly returning the arms back. Feeling your arms sliding through the air and coming down to rest by the sides of your body. Seeing how this simple body stretch feels. If there are any body sensations, even with this simple stretch here. Now bending the knees so that the knees are pointing towards the ceiling. We're going to do some pelvic rocks. So bringing attention to the area around your waist and lower back, noticing the arch there, and now pressing your lower back to the ground, like you're trying to touch your belly button to the ground. And in this position, you will notice that your pelvic gets pushed up slightly. Now lowering the pelvis, which will lift your lower back up, forming an arch. So when pressing the lower back, exhaling, and when releasing back, inhaling. So rocking the pelvis back and forth at your own pace in a rhythmic manner. Noticing the muscles involved in this very subtle movement back and forth. Going at your own pace. Making sure that the shoulders and arms are resting as you're using only the lower part of the body. Now coming to stillness. Next, bending both knees and drawing them toward the chest. Interlacing the fingers on the shin bones just below the knees. Now rocking back and forth or side to side as you need right now. Giving your lower back a gentle massage here. And listening very carefully to what your back would like you to do right now. Now lowering both legs down to the floor. And allowing the breath to flow through the whole body. Now bending your right knee and drawing it toward the chest. Interlacing the fingers on the shin bone just below the knee. Pressing out through the left heel as you draw the right leg toward your body. Being careful to keep the pelvis neutral. And with each exhalation, draw the thigh into the abdomen, lifting a little more, and each inhalation allowing the abdomen to expand and pushing the shin gently out against the interlaced fingers. And you can be a little playful here if you need. You can rock your leg a little bit and see how these gentle movements feel, how the stretch. And now exploring your limits, and with the next inhale, raising your head toward the knee and breathing as you hold this position. So taking a few breaths here, breathing at your own pace. And then releasing the head, the hands, and the right leg. Allowing your hands to rest by your side. And taking a moment to see if there's a difference in one side of the body from the other. Now raising the left leg up and clasping the hands on the shin bone. Rocking side to side. Feeling any stretch. And coming to a stillness and raising your head to the knee, bringing it as close as it's possible for you in this moment. Being careful that you can breathe with spaciousness in this position. Lowering any stress in your neck as you hold your head up in this position. And now releasing your head and your lower leg and the hands, and coming to a resting position. Now very slowly you will be turning over to the right side to come onto your hands and knees, such that your knees are directly under the hips and the wrists are under the shoulders, into a tabletop position. Seeing if it's possible to make this transition with full intention and awareness of the muscles used to turn over. Now spreading the fingers wide apart and pressing the web between the thumbs and the index fingers firmly into the ground. Fully activating the legs, pressing the tops of the feet into the ground to form a firm base of support for the table. Lengthening from the tailbone to the crown of the head and relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Now from this stable positioning, beginning the cat and cow movements. As you exhale, round the back up toward the sky and dropping your head so your chin touches the chest. Feeling the movement initiated at the tailbone and continuing vertebra by vertebra through the spine, allowing the crown of your head to fall downward with the chin towards the chest. And now coming into a full expression of this cat pose by drawing the abdomen fully back towards the spine at the top of the exhalation. And as you inhale, beginning at the tailbone, allowing the spine to rest down towards the earth, vertebra by vertebra, and the chest to open and the head to lift up into the cow pose. Continue this movement at your own pace for a few more cycles with full awareness of your breath, noticing the turning points when the spine moves through the neutral position, allowing the breath to flow up and down the spine, becoming a keen observer of this movement of breath and energy as it massages the spine. And now coming back to a neutral table position. You will be using the left leg as the supporting leg And the next inhale, lifting and lengthening the right leg behind you in a straight line with the spine, creating one long line of energy from the heel to the crown of the head. Seeing if it's possible to keep your pelvis neutral and your back as flat as possible, like a table. And when you feel grounded and comfortable in this position, extending the left arm up in front of you in a straight line with the rest of the body. Noticing what muscles are engaged here to hold this posture. And is it possible to soften as you actively engage your muscles to hold this position and balance? Continuing to breathe and soften even as you hold this position. And in the next exhale, bringing your legs and your hands down to the floor. Now coming back to the table and arching back towards the ceiling, exhaling, and coming to a flat table position. Now using the right leg as a supporting leg and lifting the left leg straight out and breathing into this position. When you feel balanced, raising the right arm in front of you in a straight line. With each inhalation, drawing energy into the core of your body, and with each exhalation, radiating strength and stability throughout the body, using it to support the extended arm and leg. And holding this position for a few breaths, and checking in if you need to come down, that's okay too. Now coming back to the table position. And from this table position, going into a child pose, allowing your sit bones to rest back on your heels and your torso to rest on your thighs. Your arms can rest on the floor extended out in front of you or bring them by your sides. The forehead resting on the floor or on a prop. Pressing the pelvic back towards the heels while lengthening the spine forward. Relaxing your shoulders away from the ears. Perhaps sensing the massage of the organs within the abdominal cavity. Sensing the heart beating more slowly as you relax into this position. And breathing here for a few more rounds. Now very slowly coming to a table and slowly coming back onto your back. Being very aware of the intention and muscles involved in making this transition. As you lie on your back, bending your knees so they are pointing to the ceiling. The feet are hip distance apart, and parallel. The ankles are directly under the knees. Now lifting your abdomen towards the ceiling in a bridge pose. Almost like there's a string lifting the middle portion of the body. The body is resting on the feet, the shoulders, and head. Perhaps in this position you can notice the rising and falling of the abdomen with the inhale and exhale. Noticing the state of mind in this position as you breathe in and out. And slowly lowering your body one vertebra at a time, allowing your back to make contact with the mat slowly and mindfully. Now feeling the experience of release, noticing any sensations in the body. Now clasping the hands behind the head, knees still pointing to the ceiling, feet flat on the ground. Slowly you're going to lower your knees to the right side, creating a spinal twist. Going only as far as you can safely do so. And you can stay here with your head looking up onto the ceiling, or if you like, you can glance over to the left elbow for more of a twist. Noticing where you're feeling this twist in the body. Breathing and softening into the twist. Now bringing the head to the center and the knees to the center. Taking a breath in, and as you exhale, lowering the knees to the left side, creating a stretch in the opposite direction. Now leaving your head in the center or looking over the right elbow for a greater twist. Breathing into this twist. Now coming back to the center, bringing your knees and head to the center, bringing your arms next to your body, with both knees still pointing up to the ceiling. With the next in-breath, raising your right leg up as high as you can comfortably go. And with your leg up in the air, circling the foot in one direction. And then the other direction. Now flexing and pointing with the feet. Allowing the shoulders, chest, and arms to be at ease as you sense the muscles in the legs engaged in this position. And now reaching up with your arms to wherever you can, whether it's your feet, your ankles, or the calves, and lifting your head up as high as you can go and breathing in this position. With the next exhale, maybe inching your head a little closer to your leg. And if you're a type A personality, maybe easing off a little bit. Now with the next out breath, lowering the head and letting the leg float down very slowly, feeling the movement through the air as the right foot rests on the ground and feeling the release here. Now with the right leg bent such that the knees are facing the ceiling, and raising the left leg up straight to whatever height feels right for you, and circling the feet in one direction and reversing the direction, remembering to breathe here, flexing and pointing the feet. And with the next exhale, raising the head towards the knee and reaching your hands toward the feet or ankle or the calves. Again, extending yourself to what feels right. Exploring your own limits here and what's needed. Either pushing yourself to lift higher or softening. Making sure that your chest is still expansive and you can breathe easily in this position. And with the next exhale, slowly releasing your head, your hands, and allowing your leg to come down slowly as it floats through the air to touch the ground softly. Straightening your other leg. And exploring what the body is feeling like after these movements. Noticing the quality of your breath here, the state of your mind. And with full awareness and alertness, moving over to your right side, so you're lying on your right side with the right arm bending to support the head with your right hand. Making sure that the right arm is in straight line with the rest of the body, so that there is one long straight line of energy from the right foot all the way to the right elbow. And now you can rest your head on your elbow, or you can lift your head up and rest it on your hand. The left hand can be in front of the abdomen to support the body in this position. And with the next in-breath, raising the left leg up to whatever angle feels right to you. Opening as fully as possible here. And circling the foot in one direction. And the other. Just holding this position, aware of the strength of the thigh muscles, seeing if you can rest your body in this position. And with the next exhale, bringing the left leg down very slowly as it's floating through the air. Now turning to come to the left side with your left hand supporting the head and the right hand in front of the abdomen. And if you have a neck injury, you can rest your head on the cushion so the cervical spine is in alignment with the rest of the spine. And with the next in-breath, raising the right leg up to whatever height feels right to you in this moment. Circling the feet in one direction, noticing any thoughts in the mind, and changing the direction of circling. Noticing if you're reacting to the instructions or responding. And simply holding in this stretch. And with the next out breath, bringing the right leg down very slowly and mindfully. Now turning over to lie on your stomach, very mindful as you make this transition, lying with the cheeks on the floor, your arms by your side, taking a breath in and out. Now resting your chin on the mat and your arms by your side, with the next inhale, raising the right leg up to whatever height is right for you. Exploring your limits in this area, in this stretch, but not exceeding them. Bringing awareness to the muscles engaged in this position. Breathing. And bringing the right leg down, resting the cheeks on the other side. Taking a breath here and exhaling. And then resting your chin on the mat again. Lifting your left leg up. Resting in action here as you hold this pose. Perhaps you'll notice some trembling in the legs, or simply bringing a gentle curiosity and awareness into this position. And with the next exhale, bringing the left leg down. And now with your chin still resting on the floor, sliding your hands so they are directly under the shoulders. With the elbows tucked away into the sides and pressing back, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Spreading the fingers wide, using the entire hand for support and pressing down to lift the torso to a comfortable height into a half cobra with your elbows bent. Lengthening as you lift so the torso moves forward as it rises up. Relaxing the buttocks energetically toward the backs of the thighs to lengthen the lower back. Holding here or rising slightly higher if it's comfortable for you, till your arms are straight with just a micro bend in the elbow into a full cobra position. Lifting and opening the chest fully, gazing directly forward, bringing the shoulders back and down, and staying in this position for a few cycles of breath, and seeing if it's possible to ease into this position. And in the next exhale, coming down slowly and coming into a child's pose, allowing your sit bones to rest back on your heels and your torso to rest on the thighs, your arms resting on the floor extended out in front of you or by your sides, the forehead resting on the floor or on a prop, a cushion. Pressing the pelvic back toward the heels while lengthening the spine forward. Relaxing your shoulders and sensing the subtle movements in your body, inside your body, as you allow yourself to relax into this position. Breathing in and out. Now turning over slowly and mindfully to lie down on your back in the corpse pose. Noticing the muscles used to make this transition. Being aware of the fullness of each breath flowing in and out of your body. Allowing your thoughts, your emotions, breath, and body sensations to merge into the experience of oneness with all that supports you and surrounds you. Surrendering fully into this present moment. Taking a few moments to do a quick body scan, attending to your feet, your lower legs, the calves and the shins, your knees, softening and opening, your pelvic region, the lower back, the abdomen, the region of the solar plexus and the chest cavity, the middle and upper back and the shoulder blades, the top of the shoulders and front of the shoulders, both arms and hands, the neck, your face, softening your forehead and the jaws and the ears, the eyes, the top of the head, and the whole body. Taking a few breaths here to sweep your whole body. Feeling the aliveness. Feeling the breath energize your body as you inhale. And with every exhale, letting go just a little bit more. As this practice comes to an end, acknowledging your intention and effort to nourish yourself by attending fully to your mind and body, allowing the benefits of this practice, the strength and flexibility of the mind, body, and heart to extend into all aspects of your life.